Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire is directed by Adam Wingard and stars Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry, and Dan Stevens. Let's talk about it.
For most of human civilization, we believed that life could only exist on the surface of our planet.
Before I get started, let me start here. I think it's really important I clue you in on what I felt about Godzilla vs Kong and get you prepared for like my expectations and what I got out of that movie. My expectations going into that movie is I wanted a giant lizard and a giant ape to fight each other. Thankfully, I got that. Going into this movie, Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire, I think I wanted more of the same, and I think it's partly there. But there's something about the Godzilla vs Kong and the Godzilla and Kong. There's some kind of disconnect there, and I hope to maybe, as we get into this further into this review, I can explain what I think's missing. So without further ado, let's talk about the characters. Rebecca Hall. So my thing with her specifically is I think that the script isn't very good. I think that Rebecca Hall, you're supposed to really buy her as a great mother. And though I do believe that she loves her daughter, I don't believe that she's a great mother. Another thing about her character that really bugs me more so than the other, because that just feels like nitpicking, is that like the movie suggests that she has a major role at the company Monarch, right? Like, and a lot of people look up to her, and a lot of people expect her to make decisions and look to her for ideas, etc., etc., etc. Though in this movie and in the previous movies, I don't know that the movie surrounding her and the choices she has made up to this point makes sense with all of that. Like, granted, like at the end of the day, the movie surrounding this is Godzilla and Kong and Godzilla vs Kong. I get that. I don't want to be like, yo, this needed a more human connection. Because I don't know that I believe that. Like for years, people have been like, yo, just get giant lizard, giant ape fight. Easy. And though that spectacle is great and interesting, and I love seeing Godzilla vs Kong, I do feel like there was a bit of like stakes missing because of the decisions made. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if it makes sense for you. Brian Tyree Henry. Dude, I love this guy, the actor. And it hurts me watching him be in something like this because my man's is clawing. And so was Rebecca Hall, for that matter. Like, she was trying her best actively. She is a great actress. I love her in things. The Gift is one of my favorite movies. Rebecca Hall is a fantastic actress. This does not fall on her shoulders. In fact, she was trying to elevate it. And so does Brian Tyree Henry. Unfortunately, their characters are just not great. Like, they're not written well. You don't buy them. Like, you just see actors on screen saying lines that they were asked to say, and they do their best to convey it and make you believe it. But just some things you just don't buy, unfortunately. Now, the one thing that I want to buy, and I will buy stock in, is Dan Stevens. Dan Stevens in this movie is fantastic. He's the only thing in this movie that I'm like, I want more of, inject it in my veins. This dude is fantastic. He's really good. I really loved the dynamic between him and Brian Tyree Henry's character. I'm saying character because the guy, I don't remember the names, really works. And that's when Brian Tyree Henry is really able to like just dig deep and just figure out a way to make this character work. And it's when him and Dan Stevens are being buddy and it works really well. Dan Stevens is as charming as ever. Like, for the moment you see him to the end of the movie, like, he is just, you can't wait to see him on screen again. He's really great. Let's talk about Adam Wingard, the director. I got from Godzilla v Kong, he really likes this franchise. He was having fun making it. And I think there's part of this when you can make the same argument. But whereas I think Godzilla vs Kong felt like it was fun and entertaining and you could just feel the love put into it, this just feels more like it was a one for them thing. Like, it feels a little bit more algorithmically made and made by committee, and just there's something missing there, and I haven't put my finger on it. And it just, to me, the thing that I think it is just stakes. And I know that there's this constant divide between, do we give it more human? Do we give it more monsters? Which one do you want? And I'm not here to answer that question. I just know that there's something inevitably missing there. And I think it stakes. And I just don't buy the movie without it, right? Like there's no consequence. So like if this thing happens and they can't stop it, why does it matter? And that makes or breaks a movie for me. And unfortunately, I think it was the straw that broke the camel's back for this one, unfortunately. Like I really wanted to enjoy it. I really wanted to watch a giant lizard and a giant ape fight and things ensue. I didn't love it this time, which is unfortunate. I really wanted that to be more of the same. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe we got more of the same and it just feels lackluster. I don't know. There's a fine line between being big, dumb, and fun, being big and dumb, and being dumb. I think the first one, Godzilla and Kong, was big, dumb, and fun. Unfortunately, I think Godzilla and Kong is the latter, and I just think it's dumb. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did you enjoy it? Have you seen it yet? If not, what are your expectations? If you have not seen it or you don't have any comments on it, drop an emoji in the comment section. It really helps the algorithm and it helps the channel grow. Anywho, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.